Have you ever stopped to think that the fall board of your piano could be made to look a lot like the dashboard of a sports car? Well, in this video, with just a couple of household objects and use of your computer and the internet, I'm going to show you how to turn your basic black piano fall board from something like this into something like this. Stick with me for this easy, quick, fun, low-cost crafting tutorial for your piano, and it's safe. It's not going to hurt the finish of your piano. Well, hi there again. It's me, Penny. Welcome back to my practice room. We're not playing the piano today. Rather, we're doing some crafting, believe it or not. And this is super easy, low-maintenance crafting, which is about all I can manage. And as I was practicing recently, I started imagining my fall board as looking like the dashboard of a futuristic car or like an airplane cockpit with all those dials and things and colors and my imagination was running wild. But you know, I do love old cars, and I also love old radios, the tuning dial part. And I came across some really lovely images of vintage radio tuning dials. I've got a few of them here to use for this activity, and I'll show you on the screen now some more of those kinds of images which I've saved onto a page in my Pinterest board. So you can, if you like, you can get some ideas there. I'm sure there are plenty of pictures of things that would appeal to you. But this idea came to me, and I was thinking, how could I get one of these images onto the fall board, get it to stick without damaging the surface, because pianos are very expensive, and you know, we don't want anything on permanently. So what I came up with was Post-it notes. Now you could probably use just simple paper Post-it notes, but I have here the sort of the plasticky ones. These are the official Post-it brand ones, which work a little bit better than the dollar store ones. Those aren't quite so sticky, but I'm sure those would work fine. For me, these decals are not going to be on the piano permanently. I'll just put it up for a gag maybe once in a while. But it's kind of a fun activity. It looks cool, and you can change them up. And if you are a piano teacher and maybe you have some kids who like cars or need a boost in terms of imagination at the piano, this could be a great way to get them crafting and applying it to music. So I've got Post-it notes, some scissors, and double-sided tape. So what I did, I picked the images I wanted, and I printed them out at Staples in the copy center. I had the fellow there do it because I wanted a glossy paper as opposed to the regular paper, but you can use whatever kind of paper you like. And I printed out these ones here. I'll show you some close-ups of them. And I asked them to laminate these images. So I got them back, and the next thing you need to do is to cut out the picture. We'll show you some footage here of me cutting these things out. And you can cut, you know, I had cut some of them out as a circle, and some of them I had cut out as a square. I've got one here too, which I want to cut as a circle instead. I think it will look better. But you cut them out however you like, really. So you're nearly there. This is an easy crafting tool. So then all you do is you take, and I have some pre-made ones here. You take a Post-it note. You take, actually, for each picture you're going to apply to your fall board, take 2 Post-it notes. Now I'm going to show you this footage up close here. You're going to take one Post-it note and cut off the bit that's not sticky. Place that to the side. Then you're going to take another Post-it note, do the same thing, cut off the not sticky bit, put that to the side, and then take a little bit of the double-sided Scotch tape, just a small bit, and attach the non-sticky sides of your Post-it notes together. That way you'll have the sticky part of the Post-it on either side, and you can attach one to the back of your picture and the other to your piano fall board. I will demonstrate for you now. I've got my little double-sided sticky Post-it. One is all you need. If the more you put, the harder it'll be to get off the piano. But I did try previously to make sure that there would be no marks left on the keyboard, and on the fall board rather, and there were none. One of them left the teeniest little bit, but then you just use a cloth. I've got a rag, a dust cloth over here. You just rub a little bit and it comes off. So no harm at all is done to the surface exterior of your piano. So I'm just going to stick one of these on like this, and voila. You know, oh, you're at the control board of your piano locomotive or your piano sports car. And so here I have my 3 finished vintage radio tuning dial pictures on my piano fall board, very easily removed, you know, super easy. And as I say, if there's a tiny little mark, then just use a dust cloth and that will get rid of it, no problem. I should add that this piano has the polished ebony finish. It's very shiny black. And so I don't know how this activity would work on a piano with a different finish, like the satin ebony, or something of a wood finish like walnut or mahogany. Maybe it wouldn't work on that, but you could always pick a small area in the back of the piano just to test it out. I'm sure it would be fine. But anyhow, use at your own risk and have some fun with it. Because, you know, as we're playing the piano, the piano is such a big instrument. It's kind of like we're the operators of a train or a locomotive or something. So why not go all out, right? You could even come up with some sort of a costume, maybe some driving gloves and little race car goggles and aviator cap. Anyhow, I hope you found this fun and a nice change and perhaps useful for your own practicing and or teaching. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon for some more Bach performances, teaching, practice tips, and whatever other extra tidbits I may get into. Thanks again, and stay well. Bye-bye, and happy practicing. And you can print out an extra picture or two and use it as a bookmark. I'm really happy with this one.